is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got his man running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it 1st and goal, trying to cash it in. Caught in the backfield, it's Carlin. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game. Dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go right back to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Love. Just ran over. Just keeps moving. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The rooster crows. They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Snares it outside. It's locked. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw. You saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it over the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Sellers. Keeps looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No 3rd down conversion for you.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. He'll do it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL. 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And man nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Rides the back on the option to give. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Not enough space. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Trying to get the corner. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got 4th down in your own end. But based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
The Irish send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. offensive odyssey. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the left side. Turning it on. Touchdown, Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the counter. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Calls his own number. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Using his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Lots of running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Carr. Takes the easy one to the back. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Now on first down from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off play action on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On the run, it's Love. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Oh, a lot of space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space. And right there, you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Rush is on him. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
7-yard line. Now, fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Love. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. All right.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a great job of recognition by the defense there. There'll be a lot of situations for defenses to expect run, especially down on the opponent's 1-yard line coming out, but they were ready for the throw that time, and they were able to jump the throw and get the interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Price. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing their own.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter. Notre Dame, 3rd and 1. South Carolina, 7.
And to open the fourth quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Harbor. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Carr. This time he's got it. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Picks up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Brown. At the 45, on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, they needed that play in this 2-minute situation, trailing late. That's just a 50-50 ball. You're throwing it up. Your guy's got as good of a shot at the other guy of bringing it down, but that time, great individual effort, strong hands, and this offense is on the move.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Check. Black 29 Bongo. Black 29 Bongo.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
3-25.
The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.